cover the Ashes. We're going to cover SA20.
Yeah.
There hasn't been
All
much
right.
cricket this week.
Yeah. All right, guys. We are live. Hi, Avi. Hi, Juvi. And yeah, Avish, we'll start about the Ashes, the first test. It started today on the first day. It's a bit unfortunate. Only 45 overs took place, 211 for three. England were in a bit of trouble, but they Bears bowled their way to 211 for three. Let me see who's done well. I think it's Root and Brooks, eh? They both made 70s. So what's your thoughts so far on that, Avi?
Yeah, first of all, Happy New Year, guys. I hope you had a
Yeah.
great time
Mhm.
over the festive season. Wish you guys all the best for
Thanks, man. You
2026,
too.
guys. Hope it's a rocking year. Hope it's one of our best
Hmm.
in history. Yeah, guys, let's make this one to remember.
Hmm.
2026.
Mhm.
Wish you guys
Oh,
all the best, man. Best wishes.
thanks, man.
Yeah, man. Look, guys, I think this has been it kind of looks like a lost opportunity for England. If they really applied themselves in the earlier tests, this would have been a
Mm,
great finale to the Ashes,
mm,
guys. So, especially I'd say at the game at probably Adelaide. Adelaide was the game that they really had an opportunity to really kind of get close to the Australian score. Because I mean, if you look at the way Archer and Stokes batted for that 100-run partnership for the ninth wicket, it goes to show there wasn't a lot of demons in that wicket, guys, and that was a lost opportunity for England, conceding a deficit and not bowling very well in that second innings against Australia as well, because we saw a collapse. And I said it to you guys in the past. This Australian side was there for the taking in the series, big time. I mean, this is not the vintage Australian side of the late 90s and early 2000s that used to sweep everybody beside them. This team has a lot of flaws, guys. And I think if England really applied themselves, we could have been looking at a finale uh, today at Sydney. And Sydney is well notorious for their rain, especially at this time of the year, the peak of summer. So I'm not surprised about some rain in Sydney. But 45 overs, 211 for three. I mean, that's a cracking run rate, guys. That's like ODI stuff from
yeah.
Sphere, especially Brook and Root. They're looking pretty good. I think they want to probably post 400 plus here. I think 450 plus would be a really good total on this weekend. And let's not forget this series, this test match is not an insignificant test match because I mean we're talking about WTC points here, guys.
Mm, mm.
This could be really crucial when it comes to WTC as well. So England got to do whatever they can to win this test match, and if they can go away with 3-2, I still look at it like a lost opportunity. The Ashes
Mm.
is gone. But I think they kind of saved their faces here. But because I mean, 2 weeks ago we were talking about 5-0 possibly. But yeah, I think 3-2 looks a better scoreline going back to the UK.
QV?
Yeah, no, Avi is 100% right. This England team underperformed in the extreme. Uh, they came there with a lot of talent. They came
Mm,
there with, in my opinion, the better bowling attack, and
mm,
they just didn't perform. And this is the problem. Poor selection at times plagued them. I think key players being left out of the team at key phases. Uh, but that happens around the world. South Africa does it. India does it. It's commonplace. You have a core nucleus of players, and you loathe to kind of let them go and bring in new talent. It happens everywhere. I mean, Australia does it more than anyone. Uh, so basically, what it is at the end of the day, England. I hope they can get this one and make it 3-2.
of course,
100%.
yeah.
Too little, too late. But points
Yeah.
do count in this whole ITC World Test Championship thingy. So yeah, it is what it is. Do the best you can. Come out of it the best you can. My opinion on the entire series utterly wasted. This was a
Mm.
chance to humble us. Yeah, they did not take it, and it is disappointing.
But QV, but do you think that Australia have maybe kind of switched off after that third test, and because they could have actually probably gone 4-0 had they not applied themselves in that second innings of theirs, and because they've now I felt switched off, England will definitely win this first test on that basis.
It's a combination of different factors. One of them being what you've just mentioned, Australia did not perform to their utmost in that scenario. That being said, they had a much better bowling attack bowling at them. Josh Tongue, compared to a lot of the guys that played earlier in the series, is chalk and cheese. He's a brilliant bowler. And so to me, combination of factors, but yes, what you've mentioned was one of them, yes.
Avi?
I just want to add something there, man. I think Australia were
Uh-huh.
complacent in that fourth test.
Mm.
They were complacent because the Ashes was already won.
Yeah.
And I think Australia played some very, very ordinary cricket in Melbourne. Let's be honest,
Yeah.
especially with the bat in that second innings.
I
But
agree.
getting back to Josh Tongue, I mean, I've been, raising this guy's praises from before the series. I honestly think Mark
Mhm.
Wood shouldn't have been selected for England because he's been a
Okay.
total waste of being taken on this tour. I mean, if you look at Mark Wood, guys, Mark Wood has
Mm-hmm.
never ever completed a five-test series. His body can't take it, and I think they got to
Mm-hmm.
simply move away from him. Now, Josh Town is way too talented to not be a starting member in this team. I think England they've got to look at their selection definitely. I mean, sticking around with Pope for so long that really hampered them because Pope has been another passenger in the side from the first test. Let's be honest, and Jacob Vettel. I mean, I think finally Rob Key and Brendan McCullum came to their senses at Melbourne after the
Mm-hmm.
series had been lost to put in
Mm.
Jacob Vettel. Um, Pope, I mean, the door is not closed for him in the future. He can always come back, but I can never ever see this guy batting at number three again, ever. He's probably going to be downgraded to number five or six.
Mm.
He's definitely not a number three, and he's proved in the series. I mean,
That's
his record against Australia is absolutely atrocious, guys. I mean, he hasn't scored a half century. He's got an average of around 19, 19 guys.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, that is a cause for concern. So yeah, that was a massive tactical blunder from England playing Pope in the series.
Mhm.
Another tactical blunder was obviously Wood. I mean, where was Josh Tongue at Perth? I think Perth was the ideal wicket for him. Atkinson, to be fair, I think he's more of an English style kind of bowler. I'm excited to see what Potts can offer in this game here, Yus, because I think he's kind of like Jimmy Anderson. I mean, he can bowl it on the sixpence. I mean, you throw a sixpence there and he'll land it in that area. So yeah, very very accurate bowler. And I just think England's planning, guys. I think if they planned a lot earlier, they could have been. They could have had a great chance of taking the Ashes back to Australia, man. Because I mean, you're never going to get a better opportunity. If you look at this Australian side does look. I mean, as I said, compared to vintage Australian side in the past, they look a shadow of this team. England
Mm.
just allowed Australia back into the series over and over again with some clumsy cricket. I mean, if you go back to the first test, they were 100 for one, essentially, at lunch, and that collapse after lunch, just got Australia back in the game. And then Trevor said, just the Trevor said things, red
Yeah.
ball, as they say, Trav ball, just took the game away from them. I thought in Brisbane, although they batted quite well in that first innings, their bowling was horrendous. I mean, they just didn't know how to control that pink ball. We saw glimpses of England in Adelaide. I thought Adelaide there was a better performance in that second innings with the ball and with the bat, but too late.
Mm.
It's amazing how they managed to play their best cricket in the third test of a five-test series, and it was too late, unfortunately. So yeah, there's going to be a few regrets, but I mean, 3-2 is a lot better than 5-0, guys. It's
Yeah.
respectable. So I think they just got to go back with some respectability now back to the UK and see how they can build from this. So yeah, I mean the WTC has shown that no test is insignificant. It's not irrelevant. So there's still
Mm.
something to play for here in Sydney.
100%.
Mm.
Okay, so let's just confirm. So we're all predicting England to win, right? For the first test.
I'm hoping.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
still think Australia can
I,
close it
I,
out, but I'm hoping.
I, I I think 400 to 450 England are bossing this game. Yeah.
Yeah. I know I'm going to sound brutal, but I would have preferred Australia winning 5-0 as a way of teaching England a lesson for not preparing so stupidly. Because I find this
Mhm.
score 3-2 a bit too flattering. I'm like thinking it's like making it
It
look that
is.
England really to make it look like England really made the effort to compete in the series. It's like I don't know. I know I'm sounding a bit
Yeah, but
harsh and a
the
bit
frustrating
cruel,
thing is
but
that
mhm,
we've seen some good things from England in the series. We have. I mean, if you look at Perth,
mhm,
the way they blew
mhm.
Australia away in that
Yeah,
first thing, we've seen some good stuff from England. We've seen
but not
England really,
enough of it
really
though.
Can
flirt with
everyone?
the victory. You know, not enough. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely not
I
enough.
Mhm.
I actually feel England played better in the Ashes than they did against India, and they still managed to lose.
I think
Ooh,
they bowl a lot
spicy.
better. I think they bowl a lot better
They
in the
bowled a
series.
lot better. That's what I'm talking about. The bowling
I
was
think they bowl
excellent.
a lot better. Yeah, I have
Okay.
to give you. I thought in that India series. I mean, so those pitches were
Mhm.
close to roads. Am I right?
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, those pitches are flat. They were kind
They,
of, I
they
think,
were they were relying more on swing than they
pardon?
were on anything else. They were relying more on
Mm,
swing. You know, in England, the ball swings. The new ball swings. It could be on a road, but the new
absolutely,
ball was still swing. That's what they
Yeah,
were
because of the
relying on.
overhead.
absolutely.
Yeah, an overcast condition and all that. But I just think England, for their own good, must just get back to traditional English pitches back home. They should be a lot better for it. I know the batsmen won't be happy, but otherwise, they're not going to be dominant at home like they used to be. But that can be for another conversation.
I'm going to
Okay.
endorse
I think at
something
times you
Avish
got to swallow your
Sorry?
ego.
said
Hmm.
2 shows
Sorry, man.
ago. I'm going to endorse
Sorry?
Mm,
something Avish said about two shows ago. Um, Brendan McCullum is not a test match coach. You want England to improve, you get rid of him. Keep him in the one days. He's brilliant in the one days, but get rid of him as your test coach. Yeah.
Who would you get,
you
Yuvi?
see, Dylan McCullum to me is more of a motivational speaker in a sense.
Okay.
He's kind of a
Michael Vaughan.
motivator. Yeah.
Michael Vaughan. Michael Vaughan should be coaching England in test matches.
Wow.
I,
Never thought of
I,
him as
I
a
got a controversial name here, guys, but
Okay.
I think Alex Stewart. I think Alex Stewart should be the next England coach because he's
Okay.
done brilliantly for Surrey. Yeah, I think Alex Stewart.
Okay. I
And
thought you all were gonna.
here's
Sorry.
what one that'll rile most Englishmen up.
Mhm.
Nasser Hussain. Nasser Hussain.
Oh,
Yeah?
I don't know if
Imagine all the
Nash is
white
going to leave
people
his
talking
media role.
about the parliament about that.
I don't know if Nash is going to leave his media role, but let's see what happens.
No, I don't think Nasser
Yeah.
Hussain is the one for a coach. I would prefer to see someone like Stephen Fleming or maybe Gary Kirsten, but I think Gary Kirsten is more for family, so I don't think he'll take up the position. Oh, and I think the same would apply to Stephen Fleming, so maybe not. But I think if it's only one role, which is for test matches, then maybe they might consider it. Hmm.
I'm
Sure.
going to be
Okay.
honest. After the
Hmm.
experiment with McCullum, I think the coach has to be an Englishman. I don't think you go for a
Okay.
foreigner.
Okay.
Yeah.
No problem. All right. If you want, guys, we can go to the SA20. We'll just go through the table quickly. Oh my gosh, JSK number one on the table, 4 wins, 4 matches, 3 wins, and 15 points. Then you got Yubi's favorite team, Sunrisers. Just kidding. They played
I
4, 1,
love
2, and they got 12 points. Paul Royal in number third with 8 points. Durban is fourth place with 8 points. Okay, that's net run rate. Okay. Then Paul, the Pretoria Capital, was 7 points, and MIA is Cape Town is 2 points. That's okay. This is quite confusing, guys. How come? Oh, and I see. And I wonder if Paul Royal is third because they played lesser games. That's why they're third in the net run. Otherwise, it's a bit confusing because Durban's got a better net run rate than Paul Royal. So, what's your thoughts, UV, on this table?
it. The SA20 this season has been weird. It's been weird. The strongest team on paper is sitting at the bottom of the log. How the
Yeah,
hell does that happen?
complacency, I guess.
Okay, the rain out, the washout definitely contributed, yes. But I'm going to be honest. I've seen the way
Sure.
they've been playing, especially with their batting this season. They've been irresponsible. They have been extremely irresponsible. That's
I
why
agree.
my Cape Town is sitting at the bottom.
Hmm. I
JSK, I
mhm.
100% want them to win this tournament. I 100% want them to win this tournament, and I think they can do it. They're looking good. I think they deserve to be number one. They've come out of nowhere. Nobody expected JSK to be at the top. They're there, and Sunrisers will always be there and thereabouts. As much as I detest them, they're not the worst team in the world. They'll always be there and thereabouts. Durban has been up and down. Let's face it. They've played some good cricket, but they've also had their bad patches. Paul and Pretoria, let's face it, I don't think they deserve to be anywhere, honestly.
Yeah, but Paul is number 3, UV, so they could also surprise. In fact, I think they've had quite a lot of character to come back the way they got walloped by Sunrisers in their
I
first
know,
game.
but
So.
I expect them to be right at the bottom by the time the table's done. By the time the tournament's done, expect Paul to be right at the bottom.
Avi?
A couple of teams have played really badly again. A couple of teams have played really badly. That's what.
Okay. Okay.
I'm not so sure about that, guys. I'm not so sure about Paul being at the bottom because I think MI and DSG are trying to fight over that wooden spoon at the moment, given how they've played so far. But yeah, I mean, honestly speaking, guys, I think I've been just as surprised as you guys by some of these teams how they performed. But I mean, JSK, you got to give it to them, man. They've got an excellent bowling lineup, man. They've really, really surprised me, guys. And I think Fox's captaincy as well has been superb in this tournament. I think Faf and Fleming as a combo, I mean, you're seeing it bear fruits now. Fleming's tactical now is coming through now in this team, guys. This team looks like fighters. They look like fighters in this tournament. And I mean, I'm looking at their bowling attack. Their bowling attack has a lot of variety, man. You've got Juan Janssen, left arm swing. You've got Gleason. You've got Akil Hussain. I think he's been a great, addition to the squad. So they've got a lot of variety in their bowling attack, guys. I mean, who would have thought they'll be missing? They wouldn't be missing. Absolutely. I mean, his economy as well, man. He hasn't been able. Haven't been able to get Akil Hussain away, and they've got some firepower in their batting as well. I mean, you've got Faf, you've got Ferreira. They've got the makings of a side that can go far in this tournament. And I think what they're doing is they're a side that they have whatever resources they have, they're trying to make the most out of it. As compared to a team like DSG that have a lot of firepower in their batting lineup, but they're not being able to use it properly. I mean, why the hell is a guy like Butler not opening the innings? That really, it kind of defies logic for me. I mean, Butler is explosive in that power play. Why are you not opening the innings with him? I mean, left hand, right hand combination. You can put Conway there. I don't have a problem with Conway. I mean, Conway, he's coming with some good form. But I mean, why don't you try something new? I mean, they've been really inconsistent. I'll be honest with you. And that game at Durban against JSK was a total blowout. I mean, honestly, if you really want to upset your fans at home, that is how you play. I mean, 89 all out. What is it? 89 all out. I mean, that was dreadful. That was a tough watch, guys. It was a tough watch. So yeah, MI and DSG have the work cut out, guys. Honestly, they need to start getting some points on the board. When I look at MI squad, Sid, it might look quite good, but I feel there's a lot of players in that batting lineup that are out of form. You look at Rassi van der Dusen, you look at Visa Hendricks. Those guys are out of form, guys. I mean, the only guy that's kind of carrying them is Rickleton. And if there's if Rickleton doesn't score runs, where are you going to get runs from? I mean, Pooran looks out of touch as well. So, yeah, it doesn't look a very settled batting lineup from MI Cape Town. That's the one thing I've got to, bring out there, They should have beaten Pal. They should have beaten Pal the other day.
I
agree. It was a bit of a choke at the end there. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I saw on catch up. I was wondering how they lost that.
I mean, Pal, to be honest with you guys, they don't deserve to be where they are on the knock at the moment, given how good those other squads are. But because of some reckless, crazy cricket from the other team, they lie second at the moment. And
I think
obviously,
third,
Sunrise
buddy.
recently, you can't write them. Third.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
can't
yeah,
write them
Paul,
off.
yeah.
You
Hmm.
definitely can't write Sunrises off because I think
Yeah, yeah.
in terms of T20 franchises, SA20
Hmm.
franchises, they've been the most
Hmm.
consistent from the start of the
Yeah,
tournament inception. DSG
yeah,
has probably been the most inconsistent,
yeah.
and in showing
Mm.
again this year. So I don't know. Those two teams that I picked for the final, it seems to be, doesn't seem to be the case at the moment. But look, it's still early days. Anything can happen.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
DSG and MI need to start getting some wins under their belt. Or this is going to be a long, long season for them, guys.
UV, so who are you predicting to win today? Am I Cape Town or the Paul Royals?
Am I?
Okay.
They can't very well go and throw another game away. That would mean they are
Mm.
probably the worst team in the history of world cricket. They cannot go into that
Okay.
again.
Yeah,
This
I
is a must
agree.
win. This is a must win.
Definitely. Yeah,
It's a must win
yeah,
for MI. If MI lose today, I think
hmm
it's going to be hard for them to make the playoffs. Honestly,
yeah. They'll be relying on others, which is not a nice feeling.
absolutely, yeah, correct.
Okay. All right. Let's get to the last segment. I don't know if you've been following the news regarding what happened in the IPL news, whereby this Bangladeshi player Mustafiz Fazur has been removed from the
First,
Oh,
squad of
Rahman.
KKR. Yeah,
the
yeah.
first, yeah.
So what's your thoughts on it? Starting with you, Avi, what's your thoughts on that?
I actually didn't read much into this article, but I did see,
Hmm
I did go briefly go through a glimpse of it, but you can tell me more about it, man. I actually didn't read this one in detail.
No, I think it's that because of the political situation between India and
Political
Bangladesh.
situation. So something about KKR, they don't want to have any Bangladesh players in their side. So
No, no,
is that the reason why?
no. They actually bid it on. No, no, they bid it on him, but because of the protest, a lot of protests, outcry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
cool.
It's not
sorry.
actually
Oh,
KKR.
uh-huh.
It's not
Sorry.
actually KKR. It's Indian public that have placed pressure on
Hmm
them. And
Mm,
Yeah.
this is why I had to do this. Apparently, they're still paying out his contract. He's being
Okay.
contracted. He's still being paid out contract. Uh, but he will not be competing. And
Yeah.
from my perspective, it's ludicrous.
hmm
Look, I'm as pro Hindu and Indian as you can get, but
Uh-huh.
it should not be interfering in sport. Politics has no
Yeah.
place in sport. It has no place in
absolutely,
sport.
absolutely.
That BS needs to be thrown out. Yeah.
But I guess the problem is if you look at the BCCI, they're kind of connected to the BGP, and because the BGP is obviously a political party, I felt that if they had let this go through, it might have affected them in the election. So everything is all political, unfortunately. Even the coach of India is part of BGP, so it's all political, man. A political cricket board, political party, political everything.
Mm.
What's your thoughts, Evie, on
So
that?
that's why they dropped Shubman from the team.
I don't
It was
know about
political.
Shubman, but hey, spicy. That's spicy, man. That's masala-ish. Hey, that's a conspiracy theory, man. I don't know if I can indulge that theory, but Avi, do you indulge that theory?
Not really. I don't think Shubman
Yeah.
has been very good in T20s.
Hmm.
So, to be honest with you, I don't even
Well,
think Surya
I don't
Kumar as
know.
captain. I don't even think Surya Kumar as captain deserves to be in this T20 squad, given his form at the
I
moment.
must be
But
honest.
unfortunately, you can't drop your captain.
Yeah, it's true.
I got a feeling he's going to make the Indian selectors eat their words in this upcoming IPL. He's going to make them look like idiots. I've never
Absolutely.
seen a
Uh-huh.
That's what
player
it's all
more.
about, Yuri. That's
Hmm?
what it's all about. It's about making a statement to the selectors.
Hmm.
So hopefully he has a good IPL. And I think if he has a good IPL, then there's no reason why he shouldn't be selected in future series and tournaments. I mean, look,
I wouldn't give
Sid,
them
he's
this.
still a young guy.
I,
He's still a young guy. Let's be honest. Still a
Yeah,
relatively
very
young
young.
guy. He can always come back to the
Yeah.
side. Yeah.
I wouldn't give them this. I
Mhm.
think he's batting
Mhm.
in the wrong position. I think he should be batting at 3, not opening.
Okay.
That's what I believe.
I honestly think it should be Jaiswal and Abhishek at the top. Yeah, Sid, what do you think?
Mm-mm.
or Samson, for that
Sanju,
matter.
Jaiswal shouldn't even.
Sanju and Abhishek as well. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds
that's
all
an
good.
explosive. That's an explosive opening partnership. You know.
I actually got a feeling that
Mm-hmm.
under 19 guy, the one that just got that quick 100, he would be a
Mm-hmm.
better option than Jaiswal.
Wow.
Uh,
I see.
what's his name?
Oh, Suryavanshi. Suryavanshi or something. Suryavanshi. What's his name?
He
So
played for
maybe.
under 19 India. He also played in the
Oh.
IPL. I think it was for Delhi.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Ayush Matre.
Oh.
No.
Matre, yeah.
Oh.
Matre.
Oh,
Ayush.
Matre.
No, he
Okay.
plays for. Does he play for? Does he play for CSK? Yes, if I
Okay,
recall.
just give me.
Ayush Matre.
Uh,
Eh,
how you spell his name
I think he
quickly?
plays for CSK. No,
Oh,
I like that kid,
Ayush.
Yubi.
MHAT.
I like that kid.
Sorry?
I like that kid. I like that kid. He's very
Yeah.
talented. He's very
Yeah, I think
I
he
talented.
think we
probably
should
be.
be looking to build diversity. You don't have two players that play the same game playing in the same team.
Mm,
And that's what
that's
happened
true.
with Abhishek and Jaiswal. They play the same game. You can't have them both in one team.
And don't you think it's good to select a youngster because a youngster doesn't come with baggage, doesn't come with emotional baggage
Mm.
of
Mm.
failure.
Agreed.
You know? Yeah.
Mm. Yeah,
Uh,
I
but
If
agree.
you look at
but
Brevis,
uh-huh.
if you
Hmm.
look at Brevis, I mean, he doesn't come with any baggage of previous teams.
He just goes.
You know, he's just
Oh,
going to
Yeah,
play
he
his
goes for
natural
it.
game. Mm.
oh
Mm.
yes, you're right. I mean,
That's what
he does play
Pereira
for
does on
Chennai.
top.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I recall. I recall. He played for Chennai, CSK. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. No, he's a brilliant
Uh,
player. I love watching it.
Mm. A bit of a stroke
uh,
maker as well, eh?
Mm.
and I wonder,
It's
guys,
not
are there any
bludgeoning.
reserve? Oh, sorry, Yuvi.
Yeah, you were saying, Sid?
No, you first. You first.
I was saying with him, it's not bludgeoning the ball. It's like Avish said, it's proper stroke
Mhm.
play. He hits the ball very hard, but he plays good strokes.
Absolutely.
He's not a dasher. Yeah.
He uses the pace. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I know. What I was trying to confirm with you guys, aren't there any reserves for the T20 squads in this World Cup? Or was it just a straight line squad without any reserves in case a player gets injured or
I
No, I
think
yeah?
think
there
they are
is room
reserves.
for reserves, possibly.
They are
Yeah,
reserves.
I think there is possibly room for reserves.
If I'm not
Because now,
mistaken, isn't it a
uh-huh.
15-member squad being sent?
It is a 15-member squad, correct.
It's a
Yeah.
15-member
Oh,
squad being sent. Yeah. Mm.
oh, oh, but I thought you normally
But
get a
I,
50
I,
member squad plus reserves. Oh, okay. Hmm,
uh,
that's a bit sad. Because imagine Rickleton
But
could make that reserve. Yeah, pardon?
I think where India have gone wrong is they've done
Hmm.
it differently to South Africa and Australia. South Africa have got squads there that are proposed squads. There could be
Oh,
changes before the squad is confirmed. India went and put their 15 out there straight up. These are the guys we're going with. That's where they got it
hmm,
wrong.
interesting, interesting. But what I was trying to say, guys, is that if you had reserves, you could have Rickleton in the SA squad, and then you could have the ones that Yubi was advocating for in the reserves, and then it'll still be a beautiful situation. You know, if you know what I mean.
Mm. No, I
yeah,
get
I
that, but
agree.
I don't think they're going to take Rickleton. Uh, I think they want to kind of keep it simple. Uh, I think you, like I said earlier, you can't have two players that play the same game in one squad. Quinny and
Hmm.
Ryan, it's the same thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys. Is there anything else you all would like to touch upon?
Just
Yeah,
one
just a
thing.
quick one, man. I mean,
Sure, sure,
today's,
sure, sure.
yeah.
You go.
Okay, yeah. Well, today's Uzi's final test match. I mean,
Mhm.
at the SCG, and it's been a great service to Australian cricket, guys. I mean, 87 tests, 6,240 runs, average of 43, 1600s, 28 50s. I mean, this was a guy, a Pakistani born,
Mm.
came to Australia with Pakistani parents, Asian immigrant, and I mean, he must be kicking himself, playing 87 tests for Australia. I think he's been a player. I think he's been a good ambassador for the game.
Mm.
Absolutely. I think uh, I think he's changed Australian cricket in a way that needed that kind of, he needed cultural change in a way. And I think Uzi has
Mm.
been that kind of player. So we wish him well, man. He's been a great servant to Australian cricket. He's been a great gentleman of the game as well to the game of cricket. So yeah, wish him well, man. And this is a big loss for Australia, hey? Uzi is a very, very experienced member of that team. So
Yes.
wish you well in your retirement, Usman.
Okay. Okay. Oh, Yubi, what are your thoughts on that?
Guys, anything you all want to add?
No. Usman Khawaja has always been an excellent player, no doubt. He has his limitations. Who doesn't?
Mm.
It's about getting past that before you score runs. And he did that. So well done to him. What I wanted to highlight is I've been watching the Big Bash since it started. It's been disappointing. Similar to the SA20. There have been a lot of kind of upsets, that kind of crap. But one standout for me, Sandhu. Gurinder Sandhu.
Oh.
He's a guy that's going to make that Australian team. Maybe not for this World Cup, but he's going to dominate Australian T20 cricket for a while.
Wow.
So is he an Aussie born, Yubi?
Yep.
Wow.
Australian native. Yeah.
Nice.
I think some Asians are really knocking the door there. So I think Australia, they cannot overlook these players anymore. If they're performing in the T20 leagues, they cannot be overlooked anymore. There's got to be. Yeah.
I know it sounds weird coming from me. This is a guy that has no great pace, but his accuracy. He got 4 wickets in today's match. He did exceptionally.
Sure.
Okay, guys. See you all next week.
But as
Okay. Cheers.
okay, cool. Enjoy.
Cheers, guys.
Ciao.
Get you
Bye.
next week. Cheers.